that there's nothing more we can do. But how does the board feel about paying their $375.93 for the videotape, which, as I said, stated the flow was the call. The separation behind the unit was the cause of the main issue. So would that be something where they could be paid for the videotaping and just the initial clearing of that?
John, would you respond first?
Yes, so I have already spoken to Sean Thompson at Dewey Plumbing.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to issue a credit for that amount completely. Just going to credit either us or Unit 89, so there will be no fee associated with that, Ron.
Okay.
And I'll follow up and make sure that
okay.
The credit's applied.
So I'm talking about the invoice from 3/4 for the videotaping, and I think the other invoice was sent to the HOA by Dewey, and that was like a $200 invoice just for clearing the log.
Well, like any invoice we have, Ron, I feel like it should be presented more formally to the board and by email, and so that we can review it. And then for the larger community to know, we try to usually make the decisions at a board meeting. However, we can make them between meetings to just get things done. And that's when we review, when we state in lieu of meeting. So yeah, I wouldn't want to approve it right now. We need to just better see that, what it is, the timing of it compared to a different date that we have a different bill, and to look at that. And I would also state that we want a plumber to be able to understand the whole problem and to address the whole problem at one time, because if we only let them address the outside and the inside's also a problem, then they're going to have to come back and dig up that whole area again, potentially, just to get access, which then causes us landscaping issues and the disruption of the tear up. So I'd rather fully address a problem than half address it.
May I comment?
Sure.
This is Lana.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
One of the owners. Thank you, Ron.
Mm-hmm.
One of the owners of 89. So just to be clear, there were 2 camera video orders requested. We requested the first one at the recommendation of Dewey's when they cleared the clog. And then we got a call from Dewey's that the board had requested a second look at the piping. In conversation with Sean at that second videotaping after he had finished the work, we had a long conversation, and his response to us was, we like to do the work outside of the unit first, and when we complete that, there's ways to test to see if the flow is sufficient. There was a belly under the condo, but it was a relatively shallow belly, as we understood. So his recommendation to us was wait, get the repairs first done outside, and I will let you know subsequent to that whether the flow is sufficient out of the condo.
And Lana, didn't you submit the invoices already? So
I did. Yeah, the invoice that I submitted was the one that was we requested the camera work because we needed to know why the clog had happened, and it was recommended by Dewey's that we do so. And I had submitted that, yes.
So if you wanted to wait, Elizabeth, that could be circulated among the board. But it's been a while. It's been since February since the clog occurred, and these invoices were submitted very early on.
Okay, well, let's wait, because John can have a conversation with Dewey about these to see if he can get all or part of that other one potentially waived too. So let's just confirm that, and then we can do a vote even between the meetings. As you know, I'm not opposed to that, to try to get things paid, which is what we all want to do. So let's do that. John has some news, unfortunately, about Dewey. So John, do you want to go ahead and let folks know?
It is unfortunate, and I haven't received a formal notification of this. Dewey plans to, in fact, shut down their company and cease operations within the next week or two. And I just received a phone call from a competitor Monday yesterday late morning, concerning that. And then I reached out to Sean Thompson, who's and he confirmed it, but he didn't give me dates or anything else. So once again, they were our preferred vendor for a while because they knew where all of our pipes were, they knew the processes. We thought they did really competent work, and this is a shame. And I don't know exactly the reason for it, but it is happening.
So, Elizabeth, you don't want to move now on the
No,
issue we just discussed?
I don't want to, because I just want John to be able to possibly negotiate that amount with Sean. And since he has negotiated the other Cameron, let's just go with that. Sean has tried to give us good prices before, and he's tried to give us discounts when appropriate on work he has done.
And if I can receive copies of those, I'll be more than happy to work on them, starting tomorrow morning, while things are still, operating. So,
Well, Chrislyn may have the copy of the first invoice. I know that was sent to her, and
I will send you everything that I have on 89, John.
okay.
that would be great. Thank you.
And I have a copy of the second invoice.
Okay, so for the bigger issue that John was talking about, folks, our units have settled, and because they've settled, I'm going to say it in non-plumbing terms, the lines don't have the slope that they need anymore. And so of your $270 fee that I know people feel is a large amount, I feel it too, believe me, of your $200 fee, the biggest expense we've had for years has been sewer, and it will continue to be. Our lines have to slope, obviously, for things not to back up and go the other direction. So, and the plant, there's a question in the chat, the plants, the large trees that were put in by prior boards are not our fan. They do not favor us now. They cause us issues. So, but our units are old enough that unfortunately it's not well known where the pipes are and how they connect together and this size to that size. And there's been workarounds that have been kind of piecemealed as problems have happened. So we will just have to continue working through this. And John, you'll continue to investigate what the right step is, both for like 100 and 89, because the problems aren't solved yet,
Well,
correct?
I will.
Okay, so,
As a matter of fact, I've already talked to Nichols Plumbing, D-Best Plumbing, about getting them more involved, having them perform some, they're going to do the inspections for unit 100 on the exterior. And if there's additional work that needs to be done for 89, we're going to have them explore that also.
okay, and yes, what happened with
So I'm
100?
calling two different companies to come in.
Yes, two different companies, okay, and
Yes.
and what happened with
Yes.
100 is that D-Best, that's their name, D and then BEST, they're out of Camp Verde. They were trying to make the pipe slope